Hello family and welcome back to Sussex Squad Family TV on YouTube. Now my family, something happened today. Today I stumbled upon, an archived article on Twitter from the Sunday Times. We know these stories always come from the royal family. And this is what they had to say. And I quote, Harry and Meghan trashed the monarchy. Can William and Kate win back American hearts? That's what they asked. And I've told you about this before. That this is an example, a classic example of how for the press to do PR for William and Kate Middleton, somehow, some way, actually all the time, they have to trash Harry and Meghan. William's birthday turned into trashing Harry and Meghan. Kate's birthday turned into trashing Meghan. Once again, William and Kate Middleton are making a trip to Boston, turned into trashing Harry and Meghan. Time and time again. My family, let me take you back a couple of years back to the Oprah interview, where Prince Harry and Meghan shared in the Oprah interview that Meghan shared that she was informed by her husband, Prince Harry, that a senior member of the royal family had expressed concerns about what baby Archie would look like. That is what Meghan was told by Prince Harry. And my family, the next day after the Oprah interview, Prince William, took a routine trip and even made sure to take a picture next to a black, woman. And then said, we are very much not a racist family, Prince William said. And I'm quoting Prince William after, the allegations of racism that Meghan, said in the Oprah interview. And those allegations are not allegations because they have been proven to be true. Each and every single one of them. I mean, to this day, the royal family itself has not acknowledged that Archie and Lady Diana are indeed a prince and princess. To this day, they did find time, however, to acknowledge the change of titles of Prince William to the Prince of Wales in the line of succession. So my family, time and time again, the royals are proving that they indeed are very much a racist family. My family, I won't even go deep into, how that woman who wore a racist brooch before meeting Meghan, the first time that Meghan was meeting the family, a member of the royal family wore a racist brooch. I won't even go, deep into that. And my family, apparently, a senior courtier, has said this, and I quote, we now have a US problem after Prince Harry and Meghan's Oprah Winfrey interview, watched by millions of people. So what do William and Kate Middleton, who are so jealous of Harry and Meghan, do? They want to go to the US to get the attention, to get the influence that they believe Prince Harry and Meghan hold, in the US. And indeed, Prince Harry and Meghan are the royals in the US who live, in the US. They're the it couple. And my family, Prince William and Kate Middleton, are always and have always been jealous of the attention and affection that Harry and Meghan receive from the public and even from this press that can't even do PR for Kate and William without mentioning Harry and Meghan, without trashing Harry and Meghan. My family, let me take you back a couple of years ago for you to understand something. A couple of years back, Prince William and Kate Middleton, even before Harry met Meghan, made a tour to the US. They made a tour to the US. And during that tour, it wasn't full of people. People were making crowds to see Prince William and Kate Middleton. And even the UK tabloid press itself. Even someone called, Jean Moore, the woman who I want to remind you, racially abused Meghan. This woman called Jean Moore, who writes for the Daily Mail, published an article saying this, and I quote, on 10th of December 2014. And I quote, Mr. and Mrs. Bland, the Mail disagrees, but Jean Moore says she's disappointed in Kate and William because their American tour proves just how dull the royal couple have become. I want to say this, that's before Prince Harry even met Meghan Markle. So when this liar who kisses William and Kate Middleton's you-know-what, called Royanika, says that can William and Kate win back American hearts? You know it's a lie, because William and Kate Middleton have never had, have never even won American hearts. They've never had them in the first place. Never. Never. And the past US tours prove it. And that's before Harry even met Meghan. That is before Harry met Meghan. And even Jean Moore, the woman who racially abused Meghan, said in that time that the Cambridges have become, now called Prince and Princess of Wales, have become a terrible, terrible disappointment to us all. That's what she said, because of their dull US tour. William and Kate Middleton have always and will always be boring. I even remember during that tour, we saw Kate Middleton, looking at LeBron James, the King James himself, one of the best basketball players in the entire planet, in the world. When LeBron James, was trying to hold Kate Middleton, well, they took a picture. For Kate Middleton and William's PR, Kate Middleton could be seen to be looking at, King James with so much disgust. Like, how dare you touch me? How dare you touch me? With that look, she gave that look. So my family and Kate Middleton has indeed, done that a couple of times. Even in the recent tour of, Jamaica, how Kate Middleton wasn't willing to be touched by a person of color. So my family, the royal family, there's a reason why Kate and William are being dispatched to Boston. And this is the reason. And before I tell you that reason, I want you to do me a favor. Take out your phone or your laptop from wherever you are and just Google this: racism in Boston. Just Google that. Racism in Boston. There's a couple of things that you'll see. The first thing that comes in the searches is Boston racism, image, reality. Second thing is from a Boston magazine website. Is Boston America's most racist city? Ask a black Bostonian. The article says in its headline. My family, William and Kate Middleton are choosing Boston for the trip because they know that that is where they will blend right in. The royal family kicked out the only woman who made them appear or even look diverse. The only one. With Dan Wootton saying that members of the royal family, as a monarchist, he believes that members of the royal family should be whiter than white. they kicked out the only person who made them appear diverse. And to this day, have refused to acknowledge the children of Prince Harry and Meghan's, rightful titles right now, as they are now prince and princess. But the royal family refuses to acknowledge that in the line of succession. They refuse to acknowledge that. So they're heading over to Boston in America because they know that that is a place where they will blend right in. Why? Because my family, I won't shy in saying this because this is nothing but the truth. Meghan did experience racism because the UK press itself, they can't hide it. They can't hide it. The farm itself can't hide it. By expressing concerns over what baby Archie will look like to Prince Harry, and then Meghan talking about in the Oprah interview, my family, something, just came to my mind. Remember one thing, Meghan has been bullied throughout her entire pregnancy. Whenever Meghan is pregnant, that is the time whereby she experiences the worst form of abuse, the worst form of harassment. That is the moment when that happens. Because throughout all of Meghan's pregnancies, she has been racially abused. Throughout all her pregnancies. Remember, Meghan did suffer a miscarriage. So my family, the royal family expressed concerns to Prince Harry about what the baby will look like. And then Meghan gets bullied throughout her pregnancy with Archie. And also don't forget that Meghan did suffer a miscarriage. And then in the court case against the Mail on Sunday, remember also that court case, Meghan's lawyers asked for postponement of that court case, which later on turned out to mean that Meghan was pregnant at the time. So clearly, she did that because she had suffered the pain of miscarriage and did not want the stresses, involved with that case to follow her. And thus she asked for postponement and adjournment of the case against the Daily Mail. The same case in which, I'll remind you, Prince William's employee Jason Knopf issued a statement against Meghan in court to assist a tabloid, the same tabloid called the Daily Mail, in continuing, to harass, malign, smear Meghan, and trying to help the Daily Mail win its court case against Meghan. They still lost either way. Once again, that is a perfect example of the many hurdles that Meghan has faced within the institution. So my family, it makes perfect sense to me. What the royal family did to Meghan. They bullied her throughout her pregnancy with the hopes that indeed she would not have a safe, pregnancy. And her pregnancy with Archie was faced with so many challenges, which we now know that Meghan suffered from suicidal thoughts. She thought about taking her own life because of the bullying, abuse, and the lies had gotten to her head. The lies from the UK press had gotten to Meghan's head, causing her so much mental health torture and suffering. So my family, when I see why is it that Prince William and Kate Middleton are heading over to Boston, just Google racism in Boston and you will find your answer. Now allow me to read you, this headline from the BostonMagazine.com. Is Boston America's most racist city? Ask a black Bostonian for once. Black sportsters and comics from out of town often argue. Black sportsters and comics from out of town often argue that The Hub is America's most racist city. My family, do you still have any questions as to why Prince William and Kate Middleton are heading over to Boston? They're going there because that is the place whereby they blend in a lot. They blend in a lot. My family, the article reads that many white residents disagree with the claims that, Boston is the most racist city. Kind of like how, Prince William, after being asked, is the royal family a racist institution? He says, and I quote William's words, the royal family is very much not a racist institution. Prince William said that after the Oprah interview. And what Meghan said about the royal family having concerns about what color of skin baby Archie would look like or have. And some have been saying it was just a question, a curious question. They've been saying it to try and downplay that, it's not racism, asking that question. My family, do you know why it is racism? It's racism because of what happened, the actions of what the royal family did after asking Prince Harry that question, after expressing concerns about what color of skin baby Archie would have. And what did the royal family do? The royal family instituted a smear campaign against Meghan while pregnant and then denied her help when she sought help while pregnant with baby Archie. Because Meghan went to the HR department to plead and say, I want help. The bullying had gotten to her head in the UK press. The racism had gotten to her head towards her, and a unborn son had gotten to her head. And that's why I've always said this, that no one could ever handle a fraction of what they dish out to Meghan and expect her to take. Meghan does not deserve to be dehumanized in the manner or way she has been dehumanized. Meghan is a human being. Meghan has rights. Rights the tabloid media don't think that she has. Rights the farm don't see her as having. Why? Because she is biracial. A biracial black woman. So my family, it makes perfect sense why the royal family are going to Boston. The royal family instituted a smear campaign against Meghan throughout a pregnancy. They told Meghan that we will protect you, but they never did. Instead, what they did was hand over Meghan to the UK tabloid press to be bullied and abused throughout her pregnancy. Throughout. That's how much they dehumanized her. Because even while pregnant, clearly the goal of going after her was that they wanted Meghan to suffer a miscarriage, to lose an unborn child. That is what the press wanted. That is what the farm wanted. And my family, and that's why even the carnival of so-called experts themselves were so bitter and upset when they found out that Meghan, was pregnant. They were like, why did she get pregnant so soon? Those were the questions they were asking. Why did she get pregnant so soon? My family, that's because they never even thought that Meghan would last so long in the royal family, because already they had determined that this woman, we are going to chase her out. Because my family, even before Prince Harry and Meghan even, when their relationship became public, Prince Harry had to issue a statement condemning racism to his then girlfriend, Meghan, a couple of days after their relationship became public. Prince Harry had to condemn racism in them. Some carnival or so-called experts like Dickie Arbiter say that it's only a fling. That their relationship of Harry and Meghan, it won't last. That's what they said. So my family, the bullying of Meghan throughout her pregnancy shows that statement, that comment that they made towards Prince Harry, expressing concerns about what color of skin baby Archie would look like, meaning the royal family were afraid that Archie would look like me. And I look handsome, so I don't know what the problem is. They just can't control the racism. They just can't control it, nor can they hide it. So my family, that shows that that comment was indeed very much racist. That shows the bullying of Meghan throughout her pregnancies show that that comment was indeed racist, because they didn't want Meghan to safely give birth. And that's why when Meghan went to seek help, they told her, look, we know what you're going through, but, you can't check into a mental institution because it will look bad on us. That is the message they gave to Meghan. All the while they were smearing her, they're denying her help. And that's why I find it so hypocritical to see William and Kate Middleton being mental health advocates when we know what they did to Prince Harry and Meghan, especially towards Meghan. So when they say, my family, that, this trip of Prince William and Kate Middleton to America, a co-chair says that we now have a US problem, and that in 10 days, a visit to the US by William and Kate Middleton, viewed in royal circles as one of the most important overseas trips for years, aims to get the House of Windsor family back on the front foot across the pond, they say. That is what they are saying. My family, a couple of years back, William and Kate Middleton came to the US. And Jan Moore, the woman who made racist comments towards Meghan, said that Kate and William American tour proves just how dull William and Kate Middleton have become. So can you win back an affection from Americans that you never had? Not from Brian, from your own people who you speak to are saying it. From the carnival or so-called experts whom you speak to have said it before. But because, they are still so bitter that, hey, look, Prince Harry and Meghan are becoming hugely successful, are thriving in the US. Now they are sending William and Kate Middleton to do something. No wonder the event that they are attending is an invite only. No wonder the UK press are so pissed off that people are willing to pay $1 million to sit next to Harry and Meghan. But for William and Kate Middleton, people are not willing to pay money. It's an invite only. And that tells you what you need to know about the royals. That tells you exactly what you need to know about why William and Kate Middleton are heading over to Boston. And the article reads that, but guess whose perspective almost no one is listening to? Black Bostonians. I just wanted to read you that part. Is Boston America's most racist city. Ask a black Bostonian for once. I read a story about a person who fled to Atlanta, to escape racism. I read a story about that, and kindly allow me to read your story about that. Just kindly, please allow me. Now, a black Bostonian fled to Atlanta to escape racism and said that they are not coming back, no matter who's elected as mayor in Boston. Someone called Kyle Wells grew up in Boston's Mattapan near the intersection of Morton Street and Blue Hill Avenue. By the end of his senior year at Boston Latin School, he was itching to leave town. My kind of high school goal was to move out of Boston, said Wells, who headed southward to attend Florida A&M University in Tallahassee, and then seized a training opportunity in Atlanta. After that, he never looked back. He said, "This is my out. I am gone." That is what he said. Wells, however, has fond memories of Boston and the old neighborhood, but also remembers the city's rigid racial boundaries. That is what he remembers of being in Boston. So my family, Boston's unwelcoming racial climate figured to some extent in the decision of 5 former residents who repaired to Atlanta based on their interviews with GBH News in October. With Boston about to elect its first mayor of color, the black former Bostonians were asked if the historic development had changed their minds about the city they left behind. Not much or at all, they said. Their searing experiences with racism in Boston have left a lasting mark. I repeat that part. Their searing experiences with racism in Boston have left a lasting mark. My family, that is why William and Kate Moulton are going to Boston, because that is a place where the all-white royal family will blend in. That is where the royals will blend in. And that's why William is going to Boston. That's why Kate and William are going and heading over to Boston. If their aim is to win over white supremacists, I don't know why they are, doing anything about it. Because a racist will always be a racist. That's just, who they are. Someone who hates you based on the color of your skin. He hates you. The royals were very much racist towards Meghan and continue to be racist towards Meghan. People in Boston have fled. People like Kyle have fled Boston because of racism. Now, when the palace was choosing this place, they chose a place whereby they know William and Kate Moulton being the all-white royal family, after kicking out the only mixed race royal, clearly they will blend in right there. So my family, I would like to hear your opinion about all of this kindly. First is the press, needing to attach Harry and Meghan to whatever it is William and Kate Moulton, are doing. They trash Harry and Meghan to do PR for Kate and William. So who is the irrelevant one? Who? I think we all know who it is. Kate Moulton and Prince William. And it's high time that they admit just how irrelevant, Kate and William are. And stop using Harry and Meghan for clout. My family, I want your opinion about all of this. Kindly, and with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. And kindly stay tuned to our next video. Prince Harry and Meghan told the truth about racism in the royal family. It wasn't an attack or trashing the monarchy, no. It was saying the truth. They were both saying the truth about the royal family. And that is what Harry and Meghan did. They told the truth. Because Meghan is a victim of racism. She has experienced it and continues to experience it each and every single day at the hands of the UK tabloid press. You have Dan Wootton, who has long maintained Meghan experienced no racism, saying that members of the royal family as a monarchist should be whiter than white. You have John Moore, who racially abused Meghan a couple of weeks ago. Same thing with John Moore, who writes for Daily Fail, saying that Kate Middleton's and William's previous tour to the US shows how dull they have become, how boring they are. And yet now they're saying that, oh, we are trying to win back America after Harry and Meghan's Oprah interview. Liars, liars, liars. Liars, liars, liars. William and Kate Middleton have never even had, I've never even had America, to think about them so much or oftenly as they want them to do. How can you win something that you never had in the first place? How can you win back something that you never had in the first place? Because William and Kate Middleton, they never had it. And also, they have been so anti-American. The xenophobia that Meghan experienced in the UK, that Meghan went through and experienced in the UK. We all saw it. The world saw the xenophobia. The anti-Americanism of Piers Morgan saying that Meghan should go back to America. Piers Morgan wrote that in an article. We have Camilla Tominey is a liar going on record saying that, Meghan did not experience racism, but I did see xenophobia. I did see an element of anti-Americanism that I saw Camilla Tominey is a liar saying once in an interview. So yeah, my family, how can you win something that you never had in the first place? How can you claim that Harry and Meghan, stole something that you never had? I mean, the jealousy is off the top with William and Kate Middleton. They're so jealous of Harry and Meghan. They want everything that Harry and Meghan have. The jealousy is out of this world. And no wonder Kane, meaning Prince William, was not afraid or showed no sympathy of cruelly treating Prince Harry badly. Cruelly handing over stories to the press against Prince Harry to cause him pain. And that is what William did. No wonder. But once again, Cain in the Bible thought that by killing Abel, that he would gain love, affection. That's what he thought. But killing Abel only brought him a curse. That is what happened to Cain. And that is what William has done to Prince Harry. But still, he is not getting the affection, the attention that Prince Harry and Meghan receive. William and Kate Middleton, when they travel to the Commonwealth or these Caribbean countries, the people there say, William, leave our land. You are not welcome. When they go to Jamaica, people there demand reparations for slavery. My family, step by step, the royal family, one way or the other, will pay for the pain that they caused to Prince Harry and Meghan. They will face accountability in the court that they fear the most, the court of public opinion. I can't wait for this other Caribbean country like Jamaica to ditch the monarchy, to ditch, the monarch of England as the head of state. The time has come. My family, I want to hear your opinion, my family. And trashing Harry and Meghan won't make William and Kimbleton loved. It won't. It won't. It makes us see them for who they are. Kind of like how we are seeing them, the reason of why they're going to Boston is because they'll blend right in. Because the royal family is indeed a very much racist family. That's what they are. I mean, they're just out the only person who made them appear diverse. Meghan, even in the interview, the podcast for Ashtrays with Mariah Carey, said that they were upsetting the dynamic of the hierarchy just by existing because they are an interracial couple and the fam couldn't stand it. They couldn't. And just by existing, Harry and Meghan were being targeted and are still being targeted to this day. It needs to come to an end. It needs to stop. The targeted harassment of Harry and Meghan needs to stop. My family, William and Kimbleton, continue to be the same bland, dull, lazy. They just got much lazier members of the royal family than they were even before Meghan stepped in, before Meghan joined the royal family. My family, I've said what I need to say. Kindly stay tuned to our next video. God bless each and every single one of you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our Evergreen family on YouTube. And stay tuned to our next video. Hello, members of Sussex Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Sussex Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.